Hi, first graders. Today we are going to be reading the story This Year's Garden, written by Cynthia Rylant, pictures by Mary Szilagy. This Year's Garden. At the end of winter, we all go down and stare a while, Uncle Dean squatting and chewing on a weed to think. A garden after winter is a wonder to see, all brown stalks and black birds working, quiet, just brown and waiting for someone. Uncle Dean and Uncle Joe discuss what we'll plant this year, figuring on more potatoes but fewer beans because Granny said she's not canning an army's worth of beans this year. Granny's getting tired of canning. We're all a little disappointed because we all like beans. We stare at the garden a while longer, feeling spring on us and ready to run for a hoe. What do you think a hoe might be? A hoe is a garden tool with a flat blade and a long handle. Are you wondering why the family is ready to run for a hoe? That's what I'm thinking. What do they want to start doing? But first, we have to wait for the rain to stop, for the ground to dry up and the weather to warm up, waiting for the last frost. Oh, I love the flowers and it's raining outside. And finally, close to June, we are all planting, all of us bending, dropping seeds as we walk backwards while someone follows with a hoe, wide straw hats bobbing in the garden. We are quiet in the heat, talkative when it gets cool, talking about picking some poke for salad, and will the tomatoes blight, and what about some eggplant this year? What is the family doing in this garden? We look a lot alike too, noses and arms up to the sleeves sunburned, purely white foreheads, those of us with hats, and fingernails just full of dirt. Oh, I see that they're gardening some vegetables and some fruits. Then, later in the summer, we have a garden full of vegetables and mole holes, beetles and big grass spiders. Late in the evening, the beagles run through, crying after a rabbit or maybe a possum. How has the garden changed since the end of winter? I see lots of different vegetables growing now. I see bugs out. Can you guys find the bugs? Yeah, it looks like there's a beetle or maybe a spider. Whoa, look at the beagles. What do you think the beagles are doing? Yeah, I think that they're protecting the garden from different animals like possums and maybe a rabbit. We hurry down to pull some carrots for company or turn over potatoes to wheel into the cellar. Shucking corn, snapping beans, stewing tomatoes, and canning lids popping so much we think we hear them in our sleep. Why do you think they're shucking, snapping, stewing, and canning vegetables? Wow, look at what season do you think it is now in the story? I see big pumpkins. I see the leaves changing. Oh, I see the kids are doing jack-o'-lanterns. They're carving pumpkins. I think it's the fall. And when the vines and stalks are empty, when the soil's all been turned and it is blowing into winter, we sit with the neighbors and compare about who had the best luck with this year's garden. Outside, the garden's brown again. The crows are back, and we are, all of us, waiting for next year's garden. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, friends. Now, on the next page, you'll find some questions that you need to answer. Have fun!